Hey you guys, it's your founder of Believe2Achieve, Ashton, and I didn't want to go live on here for our team call, but unfortunately I can't get my Zoom to work right. I've uninstalled it and tried to install it, and it's just not working, and it's very frustrating because I need to figure this out before next week. So I guess that's, God's plan of saying go live on the page. Some of the reasons that I don't like to go live on the page is because I feel like I am so focused on, okay, did somebody just hop on? Should I say what I just said? So I'm just going to go through this like I was going to go through this and save this on our YouTube so that you guys can watch it back and listen to it. So anyways, last night what I wanted to talk about is something that I've been so passionate about, that I have been so ingrained in my head, and you know what? Sometimes I'm bad at. I'm not gonna lie. Let me just go right into it here. Okay. You need to first believe. If you want to achieve anything in this business, if you want to grow, if you want to do anything for yourself, if you want to succeed in your life, believing is so powerful. Your mindset, your belief will either make you or break you. And I think that that's one of the first things that you need to do in order to start taking action on other things. Because if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you can accomplish Success Club, if you start doubting yourself, you don't do the things that you need to do to accomplish this. But when you start speaking life every single day into yourself, life starts to happen everywhere else. Everything else starts to fall in place. And I can't stress it enough. And like I said, you know what? I'm bad at it at times because I get so pumped up and so pumped up and so pumped up. And then there will be a moment or a time, and it's not like something took place in my life that starts it, but all of a sudden, just one day, I feel like I'm being attacked, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm not like these people. I can't do this. And all these things start attacking my mind, and I know who it is, and I know that it ain't true. Whatever you think it is, your mind attacks you and is telling you that you can't do the things that you are set out to do because that enemy does not want you to be successful in accomplishing the things that we have. So hear me out here. I want to go over a few quotes that I wrote out. Some are biblical, some are not. And then, I got hair in my mouth. And then go into some stories and then talk to you about this. So Mark 9:23 says, all things are possible for those who believe. So for those of you that are believers, those of you that are, that are faith-based, it says it right here that in Mark 9:23, all things are possible for those who believe. So if all things are possible for those who believe, then I'm asking you, do you believe? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your story? Do you believe that you have things that you can share with others that can inspire people into this health, that can inspire people to start focusing on their life, to start getting away from the ways of the world and start this whole chain reaction? Like I said, like when I talked about our team, like this Believe to Achieve, I saw this vision of us really working with people, not just to better their health, but to better their life, like their whole lifestyle. Like, my life has completely changed with this, and this is why I feel that if people become a coach, that it will change their life. Now, if they become a coach, will it just automatically change their life? No, they have to take the action steps for it. But that's something that we can't control. So when you're offering this to people and you're like, well, I know that it can work for them, but they have to actually do it, and I don't know if they're going to do it, or so, like all these things that pop up in your mind, understand that you need to just do your part. Do you believe that you can help someone better their life by them becoming one of your challengers or them becoming one of your coaches? Absolutely. And when you wholeheartedly believe that, you will not stop offering this gift to people. You will not stop reaching out to more people. You will not stop day in and day out. You know, there's times that I want to sit down and just relax and watch a movie, and I don't just go and reach out to people because I need a paycheck. I'm like thinking, like, my head goes into, I need to help more people. I need to reach out to more people. Are my challengers okay? Are my coaches okay? Like, that's the person who I am. I have so much compassion and love for people that it hurts if I want to sit down and watch TV and not reach out to more people or not show them love. And I'm sorry I'm getting emotional, but I seriously, like, I have so much love and compassion in my heart for people that I want their lives to change, because I know how broken my life was before Beachbody. I know how much of a struggle it was in life. And you know what? Through these years, yeah, I've gone through mountains and things that I wish I wouldn't have, but you know what? It wouldn't bring me to who I am today. But you know what? The best part about it is that by me making those changes in my life, I was able to deal with them and go through them in such a different manner than I would if I was the person I was 5 years ago. So I don't like to stop. You know, some people are like, Ashton, you don't sleep. Well, I do sleep, but I've been getting more sleep because, to me, I've seen it in the Bible, I need to take care of myself, and sleep is one of the things that we need to do. We need to rest. But I really care so much about people, and it hurts because I see so many people. I just asked a question on my Facebook of, let me go to it quick. You know, how many of you struggle daily? And if yes, please explain. And people are dealing with depression and anxiety and struggling with loving themselves and all these things and anger and hurt and finances. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, you know, this might not be for you, but let me tell you how my life has changed in that way by becoming a coach, because we focused on four things that are life-changing. And the one is building relationships with people, loving other people, getting to know them and everything. I mean, that's biblical, you guys. It says that the number one thing that we should do is, you know, love God and love other people and everything, but the whole love thing, building that relationships, that's biblical. So that's one of the things that we do. Then the second thing that we do is we build our mind and everything up. Personal development books, reading the Bible and devotionals and listening to YouTube, things that strengthen my mind, things that where I know, like, okay, you know what? No, like, I'm going to go a little crazy, I'm sorry. But focusing on our mind, the personal development, everything, like, that's what's required as a coach to grow. And so I know, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, these people can, like, they deal with all these things, like, why can't they come, you know, physically, we work on ourselves with nutrition and exercise. And you know what? I know what exercise and nutrition can even do to your mind. And then lifting other people up. Lifting people up. I mean, imagine if everybody became a coach. Their life would change for the better. I know that. I believe that. And that's why I'm so passionate about people becoming a coach, because of what it's done for my life and other people. And then seeing these people deal with this hurt and struggle and pain. And I'm like, gosh, just become a part of our team. Look at the love that we have in there. Look at the passion and the purpose and what we stand for, you know, believing, you know, believe to achieve. Okay, so I've gotten through one scripture. Whew. Okay, Mark 11:24. Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. It's kind of like the law of attraction, you know? You think of where these things come from. The Bible. I'm sorry, but I'm getting biblical right now. And it's not religion, it's relationship. That's all I'm going to say right now, is that the relationship that I have with God is so amazing. And I just can't thank him enough for everything. I can't. Okay, Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So sometimes we don't understand the things that we're going through, but we let that stop us from accomplishing things that we can accomplish. And just, no. Okay, so I want to tell you 2 other quotes that really got me. So forget all the reasons why it won't work and believe the one reason why it will. So those of you that like have all these reasons, well, I'm not like this and I'm not like that and I'm not like this and I'm not like that. You know what? God created you to be who you are. And one of the 10 commandments is, not envying. Not to envy people. We sit there and we're like, oh, I want what they have. I want this. We want all these other things that people have, and we're not being grateful for the things that we have. And I know that this is kind of going off a little bit of subject here, but listen to me. God created you the way that you are. God created you with your own story. And you have a story to share and a story to tell other people that are going to be inspired by you and your story. Nobody else can tell your story like you can. And that's why it's important that you guys believe in the person that you are. You believe in what you have. You believe in where you're going to go. And you share that with people, because that's what's going to inspire other people to do the same thing. That's what's going to inspire them. Your belief in who you are, your belief in where you are, and your belief in where you're going to go is what is going to inspire them to do the same thing, to have that belief in themselves, to make that change, and to have belief in their future and everything too, and not envying other people and not envying the things that they have and where they're going to go. Because you know what? You, yourself, is that one reason why you can keep going forward. You have a story. You have a family. A lot of us run our business for our family, right? We run this business for other people, to help other people and everything, but we also run this business for our family, to give us more time with our family, to be able to share love and affection with them and time. And, we see how busy this world is and how crazy busy, right? That's all it is. It's like one task after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next. And we miss the whole point behind why we're here. The relationships and the love. And, you see kids that they're off on their own. They're not even being parented by their parents. And I don't know why I'm getting so emotional, but, just that one reason to stay in this and to help others and to grow this and to help them become, accomplish their goals and their dreams. Those one reason. Don't think about those other reasons why this won't work. You think about the reasons why this will, the one reason why it will. Henry Ford said, whatever you think you can or think that you can't, you're right. That is so powerful. So powerful. And that's back in scripture. You think about it, life and death is in the power of the tongue. What we speak, if we're sitting there telling ourselves that we can't do it, we're sitting there telling ourselves that we can do it, we're right. And that's what Henry Ford said, right? Whatever you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. So when you really self-check yourself in the morning, when you're getting ready to do your power hour, when you're getting ready to, reach out to people, think really quickly, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in what this can do for other people? And tell yourself you can. It may sound crazy. I don't care how crazy you think I am. But when we sit in there telling ourselves, you know what, I am valuable. God created me for a big purpose. He created me to be who I am, to be who He wants me to be, and to share my story. And you know what? I know that I can reach out to other people. I know that I can build relationships with other people. I know that I can inspire change in other people. And when we tell ourselves all these things of the things that we can, our mind starts to believe that. And when we start to believe that, that's speaking life into our life. and things start to turn around. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to share you guys 3 stories, because what happens is we have things that come up in our life, right? We have life, we have a battle, we have obstacles, we have all these things that hit us, and then we kind of shy away from this business, this opportunity. We don't want to reach out to people because we're not feeling it, and this and that. And you have no idea the people that you can save, the people that you can help, the people that you can inspire. And I want you to hold on to that. And these 3 people here had so many things against them. But you know what? The one thing that I guarantee you was they believed. It didn't matter what was going on right now. And that goes back to, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Like, whatever happens is happening. But if you decide to just give up, if you decide that, you know what, you're leaning on your own understanding as to why everything's happening, and you're letting all these things get into your life, and you decide to give up, you're not just giving up on yourself, but you're giving up on all these other people that you can inspire, and all these other people's lives that you can change. Because like I said, I know that if somebody would become a part of our team, I know the way that my life has changed, and I know that their life can be changed too. So here are these 3 stories. Listen here, and I'll tell you who they are after. So this guy, he was in a lower income family, so poor that he had to drop out of high school at the age of 15. He was booed off of stage at his first comic stand-up. He failed to land a part for a Saturday Night Live gig. He used the law of attraction by writing himself a check for $10 million for acting. And then he dated it 7 years later. Listen to me here quick. Sometimes we feel like when we're in this, we've grown up the way that we've grown up, and this is how our life is going to be. Like, we don't know. No. You can go out and reach new people each and every single day. It doesn't matter how many people you know now. It matters about the people that you want to reach. Imagine yourself. We get told no, right? We get told no, and a no is just not right now. It's not for them right now, and that's okay. But sometimes we let no's affect us, like him getting booed off a stage or him not getting the part or whatever. He was told no. Do you think that he stopped? No, he didn't. So, 7 years later, that date, right, that he wrote that check for, he received $10 million to become part of Dumb and Dumber. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Jim Carrey. So all these things getting stopped, that he could have stopped, but he didn't. He had that belief. And that's where you guys need to also believe. You guys need to believe in yourselves. You need to believe in your stories. You need to believe in what this can do for other people. And you need to constantly share it. We have people that we can help physically. We have people that we can help financially, emotionally, spiritually. I found God in this situation. You don't think that I feel like this can help other people do the same thing, right? That's why I'm passionate about it. Okay. That was the first story. Second one. This daughter of a low-income mother. She was sexually abused at 9 by her cousin, her uncle, her family. She got pregnant at 14. Her son passed away shortly after she gave birth. She was fired by a producer for saying that she was unfit for television. Doesn't seem like this girl really let her past get to her. She let it, instead of letting all these things get to her, she let it use to strengthen her. Oprah. That's insane, right? She has her own television that is very, very successful. Okay, this is the last story here. Okay, first she had an idea for this book in 1990, and she started writing it. She had like 3 chapters, but then later that year her mom passed away. She moved in 1992, got married, had a daughter. Then in 1993, her marriage ended. 92, she got married. 93, she ended up with a divorce. So she still had the 3 chapters of this book. She saw herself as a failure, jobless, divorced, penniless, and with a child. She suffered through depression and on welfare. But she pushed through her failures. Right? All these things coming against you. And you can either let that affect you and take over your life, or you can step it up and use it towards your purpose. So in 1995, she had 12 major publishers reject her book. 12! So that's you. I mean, you reaching out to people like, hey, I'm starting this lifestyle group where we focus on this and that. Would you or anyone you know be interested? No. Or they just don't get back to you. Or they don't think that the value is that important when, gosh, the value is so important. Taking care of ourselves, right? So, you having these people tell you no, and no, and no, and no. How many would you go through before you decide to stop? I mean, with her, she went through 12. Do you think she should have stopped? 12 major publishing just turned her down. So 1 year later, a small publishing place accepted it. And in 1997, the book was published. And 400 million copies ended up being sold. So I'm talking about J.K. Rowling. So sharing these 3 stories with you, these are just 3 people. I could sit here and tell you more stories of people who have gone through so much in their life, who have been told no over and over, who was the laughingstock, who was like not supposed to succeed, but they do. And that's because they use that to push them forward, and their belief is strong. And this is where I want to tell you guys that belief, believing in you and believing in your story and believing how it can impact other people, is the number one thing that will grow you to succeed or not, because everything else falls in place. All the other actions fall in place, right? When you start believing in yourself and you have that confidence, you start sharing that on your social media. You start talking about how this is changing your life because you get excited about it. You start talking about how going to Summit and I get to meet our team, like I get to hug these people and everything. You're talking about that, and people are wanting to become a part of this, and just this whole action after action after action, you're sharing it and everything, and people are seeing that, and you're constantly growing and everything, and you're constantly sharing your story, and so you get better at sharing your story. And then you're doing the 4 vital behaviors that I talked about, that that if any other person in their life did our 4 vital behaviors, that their life would change for the better. You can't deny it. So, quit holding back. Quit telling yourself that you can't do this. All of your little mindset bullcrap, push it aside. Tell yourself that you can. Start speaking life into your life and watch what happens with it. Give yourself, okay, it's already the 8th. We've got 20 more days. Stick for 20 days, telling yourself each and every single day, I can do this. I'm going to inspire people. I'm going to inspire people. I'm going to help people with their goals. I'm also going to accomplish my goals. My story is valuable and important. I have something to offer people. I have something that can change people's lives physically. Even if I don't have this big, huge transformation yet, I can help people change financially. Even if I don't have this big story yet, I can help people change emotionally and spiritually. Even if I don't have this huge story yet. Tell yourself these things each and every single day for the next 20 days, and believe. Get yourself full in belief before you start to do your power hour, before you start to build relationships with people to get to know them, before you start to invite them to join our group. Because if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. It's not gonna, nothing's You're not going to accomplish it. I believe in you guys. This is why we're a team. We lift each other up. We are going to continue to lift each other up, and we're going to continue to believe, and we're going to continue to grow. We're going to share it with other people. And all these people that are sitting here telling me these things, how they struggle each and every single day, those are the people that I want to become a part of this. I want to help change their life. So, are you going to give up on you and what you have to offer? Are you going to, think of those things that you guys speak of what you want for your life? Are you going to give up on you? Or are you going to give up on your family? Because I believe that there's people that need to be inspired by you. I believe that you can be a leader. You don't have to be born a leader. You can grow into a leader. I believe that you can mentor people. I believe that you can become star diamonds, because when you're star diamonds, you're not just being a leader and people are following you. You're being a leader that builds leaders. Let's work and let's grow together. And the minute that you're like, I don't want to do this, I want you to pull out your vision board. I want you to pull out the reason why you're doing what you're doing. And I want you to believe that you have something to give and offer people. I love you all. So, what are you going to do?